My name is Moritz Putzheimer. I'm co-founder and CEO of Trality, and I'm super excited to take you on a short walkthrough of one of our core features here at Trality, the Trality Rule Builder. It's really a crucial puzzle piece on our platform because it bridges the gap between the sophisticated code editor targeted towards quants and data scientists on the one hand, as well as less technical traders who prefer to build their bots without code. So the Trality Rule Builder really lets you build trading bots based on a set of technical indicators which can be arranged based on Boolean logic. So it's basically like building your own algorithm, but without actually having to write a single line of code. I highly encourage you to give it all a try. We received tons of positive feedback already from our existing users, and I really hope you will find it useful as well. So let's dive right in. So I will create a trading bot based on a predefined trading strategy. Then I will backtest it, I will optimize it, and then I will deploy the bot for live trading on one of our test accounts. So stay tuned. Once you signed on to Trality, the dashboard is the first thing you see. Let's head over to the heart and soul of Trality, the Trality bot creator. First, let's click on Create New Bot. In the pop-up window here, you will see that you're able to name the bot. Let's also select the bot type. And as you can see, there's a button here which is named Rule, which brings you then later on to our rule builder, as I will show you in just a second. The other option, as I said, would be the code editor. It's an in-browser Python editor, which allows you to create trading algorithms from scratch using code. However, as I said, this is a more advanced option as it requires traders to know the Python programming language. Now, we can then choose an exchange to be traded on. Let's choose Binance, as well as the quoted asset to be traded against. Let's choose USDT. And then you can click Create. So we've now set up our basic trading bot, but of course, it's missing its brain, its trading strategy. So we've got a few more steps to complete. But first, let's select the base assets, which our bot should trade against. You can select up to 10 assets, but for now, let's start with BTC. Second, we define our trading indicators and strategies. So for this, we provided you with an ever-growing list of curated predefined strategies. Let's start by opting for a very basic moving average crossover, MA crossover. Now this was the buy strategy, but you can select also this MA crossover for the sell strategy. Importantly, you also here have the option of choosing the expert mode, which lets you adjust your parameters for each strategy according to your liking. But for now, I'm quite happy with these parameters. In the last step here, we're also able to set additional parameters for a bot, either general settings or buy settings, such as here maximum buy amount, minimum buy amount, or sell settings here, such as profit or stop loss, take profit or stop loss. I would say I go through these details in another video, but for now, you can always check this little info button here on the left-hand side to find out exactly what these settings do. And of course, you can also visit our documentation for further information. So now that we've finished creating and setting up our bot, it's time to backtest it on historical data and see how it performs. So let's head over to the right-hand side here on our screen and choose a scenario on which to backtest. As we all know, backtesting is sort of one of the backbones, right, of strategy development, and it's an essential tool for basically every trader. At Trality, we really want to make sure that our backtester is operating as fast as possible. That's why it runs in your browser. It doesn't need to communicate with our backend, so our developers really did a good job here, and I would like you to check it out. As you can see, you have two options regarding the time window to test your bot on. You can either enter a custom time frame, or alternatively, you can also select the predefined scenario. Now, this is basically a list of scenarios that may help you to get an indication how your bot is performing in a bull, in a bear, or in a sideways market. I personally prefer the custom scenarios. So let's take a 1 year time window to test our bot on up until today, and click the backtest button. Now, a 1 year time window on 1 hour candles means a lot of data points. So usually this backtest would take around 1 minute, depending on your computer's power. But for the sake of this video, let me speed things up a bit here. Now, as you can see, it seems like our bot did quite well, generated around 250% returns, doing about 150 trades over the course of last year. But of course, we also have to compare this to a benchmark. This would have been, in this case, actually a 400% return. As you know, 2020 was a really strong year for Bitcoin. And in the end, this very simple and quickly created bot would not have been managing to outperform the strong bull market. This is, of course, quite natural, and more sophisticated bots can easily outperform also strong market environments. To be created in the Trality Rule Builder. But let's analyze this in a little bit more detail. If we click on symbols here, we can see that each of the candles that the bot traded on. Let's zoom in, for example, here in March, where Corona caused a large dip to occur. And as you can see, our bot did amazing in protecting our assets in times of crisis, as it sold right here at the top before the dip, and it bought again at the bottom. So this is something to always bear in mind. If you're satisfied with the results, you can go ahead and deploy your bot for live or paper trading, or you could do some adjustments on your strategy and run more backtests, which you probably should. So one of the very cool things about the Rule Builder, if we go back here, is that you can select multiple strategies to work together. For example, let's add another buy strategy, which can work together with our crossover. Let's select an RSI, Relative Strength Index. And when you add this, you always have the option of either letting these two strategies trigger the signal individually or group them together. Let's group them together and simply drag this over here and select the Boolean indicator AND, so that only a buy strategy is triggered when both signals apply. I will run the backtest again, speed it up again for the same period as the previous one. So let's see. As you can see, our bot already improved a bit. It seems to have been a bit more restrictive in its trading, generating around 320% return, just over 50 trades. Now, since we've improved our bot, let's deploy it for trading. To do this, we click on the little live trading icon here in the top right corner and select the exchange account on which the bot should trade on. As you can see, we don't have an exchange account connected yet, so let's add a new account. Let's first select an exchange on which we would like to trade and name this account. We then decide whether this should be a real live trading or just paper trading for practice. For now, I'll start with the latter, as it's always good to forward test your bot before going live with real assets. And to do so, I merely have to decide how much of which asset I want to simulate on my virtual account. So let's just go with 10K USDT. Let's click on save and make our way back to our bot. We can now select the exchange that we just created. And moreover, we can create and save a latest version of this bot for better versioning. And in the last step here, we're asked to confirm that we're aware of the risks of trading. Just confirm if you are, and then hit start. So we've officially set up our first bot on Trality for paper trading now. If we head back to the dashboard here, we can monitor its progress. So the bot's currently waiting for its first candle information from the exchange, but after a few intervals, you will be able to closely monitor its progress here. And that's it. We've created our first rule-based trading bot here in Trality. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I invite you to try it out yourself. make sure you join our community of smart traders. We share case studies, trading strategies, algorithms, and anything else we can think of that might be helpful for you guys to become better traders. Really looking forward. Catch you guys in the next one.